Hey everyone, and welcome back to Lucy and Zari's Dreamworld. It is wonderful to have you here with us today. This is your peaceful space, a quiet corner of the internet where we can all take a moment to slow down. Here, we breathe a little deeper, reflect on our journeys, and grow together through the power of books and stories that have the potential to truly change our lives. We believe that stories are more than just words on a page. They are mirrors that show us parts of ourselves we might not have noticed before. They are maps that guide us through difficult landscapes, and they are windows that open up new ways of seeing the world and our place within it. We invite you to settle in, to let go of the noise from the outside world just for a little while. This space is created for you as a sanctuary from the constant rush and the endless demands of modern life. If you are new to our community, we extend a special welcome to you. Consider subscribing and joining our journey of self-discovery and gentle growth. We explore ideas that nurture the mind and soul, always aiming to find clarity and peace in the simple act of learning together. Our hope is that each visit here leaves you feeling a little lighter, a bit more inspired, and more connected to your own inner wisdom. Our philosophy is simple yet profound, and it guides everything we do here. We encourage you to always stay curious. Curiosity is the spark that lights the path to understanding. It keeps our minds open and our hearts receptive to new perspectives and transformative ideas. It is the engine of personal growth, pushing us to ask questions rather than settle for easy answers. It's about looking at a familiar problem and wondering if there's another way, a gentler approach we haven't yet considered. We believe this curiosity is essential for navigating the complexities of our inner worlds with grace and compassion. Equally important is our commitment to staying positive. This isn't about ignoring life's challenges or pretending that difficulties don't exist. Instead, it is about cultivating a mindset of hope and resilience. It's about choosing to focus on the lessons within our struggles and the potential for growth in every experience. It's the quiet confidence that even on the cloudiest days the sun is still present, waiting to shine again. Together, as we explore these powerful stories and ideas, we build a foundation of mindful positivity that can support us through any storm. So once again, welcome. Stay curious, stay positive, stay... Now, let's begin with a question. A gentle inquiry for you to reflect on. Have you ever felt completely trapped by your own emotions? Have you ever experienced a moment, or perhaps even a long season, where everything on the outside looked perfectly fine, where your life seemed to be in order, but your mind felt like a chaotic storm inside? It's a feeling that can be deeply isolating, a silent struggle that no one else can see. You might be smiling at work, meeting deadlines, and keeping up with all your responsibilities. But beneath that calm surface, a tempest of anxiety, frustration, or sadness rages on, leaving you feeling exhausted and disconnected from yourself. This feeling is far more common than you might think. Many of us walk through our days wearing a mask of composure, while internally we are battling waves of intense feeling that we don't know how to manage. It's like trying to navigate a ship through a hurricane without a compass or a map. You feel tossed about by your own thoughts and reactions, wishing you could just find a moment of stillness, a safe harbor where you could finally catch your breath and feel at peace. If this sounds familiar, if you have ever yearned for a way to quiet the inner turmoil, then today's video will truly help and resonate with you on a deep level. Today, we are going to explore a path toward that inner peace. We're diving into the life-changing wisdom found within the book Master Your Emotions. This isn't going to be a dry academic lecture filled with complex theories. Instead, we are going to experience its powerful lessons through a simple and relatable story that will stay with you long after this video ends. We believe that stories are the most effective teachers because they speak directly to our hearts. They allow us to see ourselves in the characters, to feel their struggles, and to celebrate their breakthroughs as if they were our own, making the lessons both memorable and deeply personal. The journey we are about to embark on is one of self-awareness and gentle transformation. It's about learning that you don't have to be a victim of your own emotional weather. There are tools and perspectives that can help you become the calm, steady anchor in the midst of any storm. Meet Aarya and Riya, best friends whose lives look identical from the outside. Both work demanding jobs and share dreams, but their inner worlds are worlds apart. Aarya moves through stress with calm and grace. Riya, however, feels overwhelmed, her emotions often taking over. How can two friends live such similar lives yet feel so different inside? The inevitable breaking point arrived on a Tuesday afternoon. Riya was sitting at her desk staring at her computer screen. A wave of criticism from a morning meeting was still replaying in her mind. An urgent email from a client sat unanswered in her inbox. The gentle hum of the office air conditioner suddenly sounded like a roar. It was all too much. Her chest tightened, her breath grew shallow, and hot tears began to well up in her eyes. Overwhelmed, Riya quickly gathered her things and fled to an empty conference room. The carefully constructed dam she had built to hold back her feelings finally burst. She broke down, sobbing uncontrollably. In that moment of raw vulnerability, she reached for her phone. She called Aarya, her voice choked with emotion. Aarya, hearing the raw distress in her friend's voice, immediately cleared her schedule. There was no hesitation, only a deep, unwavering sense of care. They agreed to meet at their favorite cafe. It had been their sanctuary for years. When Riya arrived, Aarya greeted her with a simple, reassuring hug. She just let Riya sit, breathe, and feel the safety of her presence. After Riya had shared her story, Aarya listened with patient empathy. She didn't dismiss Riya's feelings. Instead, Aarya looked at her with profound kindness. "You're not broken, Riya," she said softly. "You're just feeling everything without a map. Let me share something with you that completely changed my life." Aarya then reached into her bag and pulled out a well-loved book. She placed it gently on the table between them. The title was simple, yet powerful. Master Your Emotions. In the warm cafe, Aarya gently slid a book to Riya. "I used to think my feelings defined me," she said softly. "But emotions aren't our masters. They're messengers like letters at your door. You are not the storm, but the sky it passes through." Riya felt hope dawn within her. Aarya noticed a shift in Riya, a glimmer of understanding replacing despair. Aarya, when you stop identifying with your emotions, you gain clarity. It's like stepping out of a storm and watching it from a safe distance. This space lets you choose your response rather than reacting automatically. Aarya, it's not about ignoring feelings, but observing them with compassion, like listening to a friend without becoming their sadness. Riya hesitated, unsure if she could separate from her emotions. "Aarya, just try this for a week. When you feel anxiety or frustration, pause and say, 'I notice I am feeling anxious,' and that's okay. No need to fix or judge, just notice and allow the feeling. Aarya, your only job is to acknowledge the emotion without becoming it. This small act of noticing is the first step to reclaiming your power." Riya nodded, ready to try. Riya left the cafe feeling both nervous and hopeful, the book in her bag a reminder of her new challenge. That evening, anxiety crept in as she worked, but she paused, closed her eyes and whispered, "I notice I'm feeling anxious, and that's okay." A calm washed over her, brief but real. Throughout the week, she practiced this mantra with every difficult emotion: anger, loneliness, frustration. The feelings didn't disappear, but they became manageable waves instead of overwhelming storms. By creating space, Riya realized she had a choice in how to respond. She could observe her emotions without being consumed by them. This wasn't about eliminating feelings, but changing her relationship with them. Riya was learning she was not the storm, she was the sky, vast enough to hold every emotion. The first step toward freedom had begun. A week later, Riya met Aarya again, feeling calmer and more curious. Aarya, the next step is understanding why certain things trigger us so deeply. Aarya shared how she used to get angry when corrected, blaming others for her reaction. Aarya, the book taught me that our strongest reactions are echoes from our past, not just about the present moment. Her anger was rooted in childhood fears of being wrong and criticized. Riya realized her own triggers might be messages from her younger self. Aarya, every trigger is a clue, pointing to an old wound or belief waiting for healing. Riya listened, ready to look deeper. Riya was intrigued by the idea of triggers as clues. Aarya, when you're triggered, don't fight or blame. Get curious. Ask, what is this really about? Aarya described pausing when angry, tracing the feeling back to childhood fears of not being good enough. The present event was just poking an old bruise. Aarya, this process moves you from helpless reactivity to empowered self-awareness. The trigger isn't the cause, but the activator of old pain. By following the feeling backward, you find the root and begin to heal. Riya saw a new path to freedom. Riya reflected on her anxiety when plans changed, wondering about its deeper roots. Aarya, next time acknowledge the feeling, then ask, what am I truly afraid of right now? Don't rush, let the question sit. The answer may reveal an old story. This turns triggers into opportunities for growth, not just crises. Aarya, you become your own compassionate parent, healing old wounds. The trigger loses its power as the wound heals. Riya felt empowered. Her emotions were messengers, not enemies. She left the cafe ready to greet her triggers with curiosity and courage. Riya shared her progress with Aarya, learning to pause before reacting to her emotions. She realized that creating space between feeling and response is the key to emotional strength. Emotions are energy. They need room, not instant reaction. In that pause, you reclaim your power and choose a thoughtful response. Riya wondered, what do I actually do in a pause? Aarya explained, the pause isn't empty. It's a time to process. Pause, breathe, write, and then speak. First, pause and breathe deeply to calm your body. Then write your feelings out before you speak. This way you respond with clarity and care, not impulse. Inspired by a clear framework, Riya committed to processing her emotions before reacting. She bought a journal, promising to pause and write before responding to anything emotional. When a tense email arrived, anger flared, but she paused, breathed, and wrote. Her writing revealed deeper hurt beneath the anger. Clarity followed, and her reply was calm and professional. Riya had processed, not exploded, a powerful victory. As Riya built her emotional toolkit, Aarya shared her favorite tip, the worry time technique. Set aside 10 minutes each day just for worries. Write them down, then let them go until that time. This simple boundary helped Riya feel in control, turning chaos into calm. Aarya described her worry time ritual. Each evening she sits with her journal, sets a timer, and writes down every worry for 10 minutes. Then closes the notebook, signaling to her mind that worry time is over. This simple act helps her release anxieties and reclaim peace, a key she shared with Riya. After the storm, Riya found a gentle calm. Her emotions, anxiety, irritation, sadness, still visited but no longer owned her. She became a safe harbor for herself, learning to hold her feelings with compassion. Change came not through force, but gentle awareness. And maybe you too are ready to find peace within your own storm. You are not your emotions. Like the deep ocean, your true nature is calm and steady, even when the surface is stormy. Every moment of self-reflection is a step toward peace. Be gentle with yourself. You are the calm awareness behind every feeling, your greatest strength and source of peace.